Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of GTA 5 Mission Efficiency. And today we're going to be talking about a titan of a job, and oh boy, is this a high-octane, action-packed thriller of a mission. Why? Well, because you drive to a place, you shoot a bunch of people, and you take a thing. No, of course not. It's because there's a nice little unofficial race at the beginning of it through the streets of Los Santos, and it's pretty fun most of the time. You know, you can kind of see how you stack up against other people in the GTA community. You can kind of test out your car against other cars, you know, and your driving skill. But basically, it starts out you run over here, and my car's not over there. Well, normally you parkour over two walls, and then everyone kind of leaves at the same time. But I guess we'll see how this turns out. Parkour over this one wall and admire this beautiful Windsor drop. Wow. And then hop in your Windsor drop. As you can see, my character has matured a little bit since the last time you saw him. He's a much more dignified, sophisticated criminal. Well, it looks like people are leaving without me, so I guess they don't really want to race. But I guess we'll do our best, you know. Hopefully we can get something better than dead last. You know, oh, this guy wants to race. Here we go. Oh, what is that car? Never seen one of those before. And that wing doesn't look atrocious at all. Well, see you later. That was a cute little car. Nice little beginner car, huh? Definitely not played out. Anyways, this is the main part. This is my favorite part, the race. You're going to want to be sure to watch out for Zentornos during this part because they will crash. Oh, okay. Like that, X80. Okay, so we are in first. Well, we just blew past an X80 because people that drive X80s don't know how to drive X80s. I will never understand that. We'll get back to that later. But you're going to want to take this little split in the highway. You know, you got to go into oncoming traffic, but there's only two cars you have to worry about usually on this little ramp. Those are the two hardest ones. There's more down here, but they're easier to dodge. And now you're going to want to line this jump up nice and easy. It's really embarrassing when you hit the walls there and then everyone runs into you. But luckily, we don't have to worry about that because we started in last place and now we are in super first place. Some people will stop right about here and start sniping. I don't really bother with that. I just blow these two guys over, fly over here, park, kind of admire how little damage I have on my car. And then I come, take cover over here. That guy's really annoying up there. Whenever I'm taking out lots of people, what I like to try to do is shoot all of them a little bit so they're disarmed and they stop shooting at you. That way, you know, you can come back and eliminate them once they're all disabled. It's much more efficient to do that than it is to shoot and kill a bunch of people while others are still shooting at you. It's easier to just disarm everybody. And as you can see, my guy looks a little bit like Madrazo. But I only do that because it's hilarious to give him a package at the end of Madrazo missions dressed as him. He never mentions it either. How strikingly similar we are. But yeah, come over here, shoot everybody. Don't forget about that cover button like we talked about in Sinking Feeling. Don't forget about that you have a brake. Don't forget that you have a cover button. And okay, run me over. I like to move. Sometimes people don't move that truck, and they just try to blow through it with the Titan, which I will never understand. But that guy just ran me over, and you know the old Dylan would get mad about that. You know, would hold a grudge. But as you can see, I'm just gonna call my cargo Bob, and I'm just not gonna worry about, you know, revenge or anything like that. Oh my gosh! Jesus, I'm sorry, guy who ran me over with a semi. I did not see you there. Oh, that sucks, dude. I really did not mean to kill you, guy who ran me over with a semi. Huh. But yeah, I normally just let the Titan, you know, take off on its own. People will rush to get that pilot seat in the Titan, and you know, 95% of the time they make Jesus. He's pissed. He's very, very pissed, and he doesn't seem to realize that he can't hurt me because I'm on his team. Whatever. Day one GTA guy, I guess. And then, yeah, this is pretty much just fun time now. Like this armored Kuruma we saw earlier, it's filthy. It's very filthy. It's a very dirty, sinful car to drive. So I'm just gonna take it over here to the ocean and just give it a nice little bath, nice little bubble bath. It's important to remember anytime you see an armored Kuruma and you have access to a cargo bob, just go ahead and just give it a nice little bath. Just a nice little bath. Now, this X80 over here, gee, he probably doesn't deserve this. He probably doesn't really deserve a bath. But did you see the head start that he got? That's like the third or fourth fastest car in this game for almost $3 million. You better be in first. You can't be just getting blown past in a Windsor drop, So just for old time's sake, we're going to give this guy just a little bath. Just a nice little bath. Doing this is nice because they don't have to pay for it. You don't have to pay for it. It's just a slight little inconvenience for them. And it also gives them an opportunity to call a more manageable car, maybe a car that they're able to drive, something with a little more manageable speed. And if it's the Kuruma, they can call a car that's a little, I don't know, less played out. Maybe call a car that isn't the same car that every single person drives. I don't know. That's just a thought. That's just my opinion. And back to the whole X80 thing, like, I really don't understand why people are saving up all their money to buy the most expensive fourth or fifth fastest car. Master the Coquette or the 9F before you go spending that kind of dough on a supercar that you can't even drive. You know what I'm saying? There's tons of cars that can compete with the X80 that are just way smaller price range than the X80. You have to leave the airport to call a car. And yes, I just called the Kuruma. But you know what? It's a non-armored Kuruma. No armor upgrades. Doesn't have bulletproof tires. I strongly recommend it. It's a little bit faster than the armored Kuruma. And guess what? You can throw grenades out the window. What is it? Okay, well, like I said, 95% of the time, it works, But I hope you guys learned something. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please share this video with other GTA players. Please leave any comments below discussing how terrible the Armored Kuruma is and how it ruined this game. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next episode.